Hi, it's Kirsten here at Hooked on Running, coming to you from 3 days of pretty heavy walking in Thredbo. You see, beautiful Thredbo in the background. So we've had three days of heavy walking in preparation for some trekking we're doing in Nepal later in the year, and it's meant we've had to be pretty particular about our recovery every day after we've finished walking. And one of the really important things that you need to keep in mind about recovery, particularly if you've been exercising for a long time, is that you need to get glycogen back into your working muscles as quickly as possible. So you really need to do that within about half an hour of finishing exercise. And it's not just carbohydrate you want to get into your system, you also want to get a little bit of protein as well. In fact, you need a 3-to-1 or possibly stretch it out to a 4-to-1 carbohydrate to protein ratio of your recovery drink. Now there's some commercial recovery drinks available. One of them that I like is Endurox R4, but you really don't need a commercial recovery drink. You can actually just sort of make your own. The quickest way to get glycogen into your system is in liquid form, so people might suggest banana sandwich or peanut butter sandwich, and they are great because they're sort of slow release. They're probably better after you've actually just topped up within that sort of first half an hour of finishing exercise. So one of the things I recommend is a skim milk milkshake. I'm not necessarily a fan of skim dairy generally. It's not really a whole food, it's quite processed, but you want to take fat out of the equation because fat will slow down the amount of time it takes to get the carbohydrate into your system. So you want to try and eradicate as much fat as you possibly can. So you just get, say, 300 mils of skim milk and a Cottee's flavouring. You'll have to look at the nutrition panel on the skim milk and just see how much carbohydrate and how much protein is in the skim milk, and then you just need to add as much of the flavouring as you need to make that into a complete sort of 4-to-1 carbohydrate to protein drink, and then drink it. If you are finishing your run at home, there's no need obviously to prepare it before you go, but if you've driven somewhere to go for your run, make sure you just take that recovery drink with you and have it as you're stretching or walking to cool down. You probably don't really need to replenish your glycogen stores much under probably an 80-minute run, so it's an hour and 20 minutes, but certainly after that I would definitely be using that flavoured milk option. So that can really help re-energise you after a long run. And sometimes when you aren't in heavy training, the day you've been for a long run, you might really feel like you want to have a little nana nap in the afternoon, and who's got time to do that these days? So if you actually just refuel, it can not only is it going to help with your next training run, it's also going to help with that sort of that horrible feeling of almost being in a hypoglycemic state for the rest of the day. So try the flavoured milk option. It's really cheap and really effective. Bye from Thredbo.